Welcome to Heartfelt Awakening Radio. I'm your host, Denny Van. I help people through this spiritual transformation process. And today we want to talk about something that we want to follow up with from our last podcast on what is truth. And in that podcast, we talked about one of the things that we need in order to connect with our truth, and that is discernment. So thank you so much for your questions and your emails. What is discernment? How do I get it? How do I do it? What do I got to do to get it? Well, first of all, discernment does come with experience. So one of the things we don't want to do is avoid experiences, because these experiences are going to grow the muscle of discernment within you. We are bombarded with so much information. There's just so much out there. And our attention, which I say is our most precious gift, your focus, awareness, and attention. And what are you putting that on? That information over there, that information over there, that happening over there, that happening over there. Social media says this person saying that. There's just so much information. How do you discern? How do you figure out what is truth? Well, first of all, we talked about in the last episode that truth is not out there. Do not put your faith in any person, place, or thing, but truth is not out there. Truth is in here. And truth is what I propose as maybe a different term that's not as jaded, but maybe coherence. Coherence is when two things coming together create a third. So it's when mind and heart come together. You're creating this inner vibration, frequency, if you will. We are sending and receiving transmitters. So we are sending information constantly and we are receiving information constantly. But how do we discern? So one of the things that we did talk about is how it feels in your body, because we know that truth is recognized inside here. So nobody can give me my truth. I can't give you truth. Truth is experienced inside. So it's when you create an energy field of coherence. So you have two or more energies coming together, creating a third. When two or more are gathered in my name, magic happens, right? So this has been known, even though we didn't always have a way to describe it, but this discernment is kind of along those lines. As you go through and experience life, you create discernment. Now, it could be jaded discernment or told to you discernment. That's wrong, that's bad, that's good, go for that. So this is outside guidance telling you what's good and what's bad, what to do, what not to do. So that's not really discernment, because first of all, you don't have the experience of it, right? So you really we depend and we attach to those outside forces that might tell us the direction to go. However, we are suppressing our own judgment and our own discernment by taking on the beliefs and ideas of others and their experiences as truth as our own. So this is really a disservice to your experience, to our own experience. So I have an exercise, and again, these exercises, it takes awareness. It takes awareness to know, okay, I'm going down a path where I need to apply some discernment here. How do I do that? How do I build the muscle of discernment? The first thing you want to do is, after taking in any kind of information, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's outside of you, you're taking this information inside of you. You know, it could be an article you read, a post you saw, a YouTube, a news article, whatever it is. You're taking in this information. Become aware that you are now taking in information. This is important because with awareness training comes change. So we can't be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So we're going to do something different, right? We're going to do something different, but we have to become aware of when it's happening. Okay, now I have to do something different. What is it I have to do? I have to exercise discernment. And so this exercise is you take in this information and you go inside and just start to be still. Okay, I took in this new information. It is now processing through my body. And I'm the kind of person that gets a direct decision. Okay, I've decided. Now, there are other people where they have to stew on it, they have to digest it, they got to sleep on it. Allow whatever your process is, because you're starting to recognize what your body needs in order for it to recognize when it's truth and when it's not truth. So just start to begin to be still. Be still with this information. See how your stomach is reacting. See how your chest is reacting. Does it feel like you're expanding, or does it feel like you're contracting? Does it feel like you want to go toward, or does it feel like you want to move away? So be aware of any fears that might come up. This is more awareness of how the body is responding, not so much the mind. We're going to talk about more of how your mind is really not your friend. So not so much the mind, but what's going on in your body. Pay attention. How is the body responding to the information you just took in? And when you're taking in this information, pay attention to if you have an open mind, or if beliefs or ideas or past programming tend to come up and kind of cloud your lens of what you're actually looking at. So our past experiences can really muddy up our future decisions, and this can affect our discernment. So unconscious things can begin to come to the surface and cloud our judgment. How many times have you made a decision while in anger and then later regretted it? That's what I'm talking about. So we want to make sure we're in a clear, still space. So as you're considering this new information, how is your body reacting? Check in. And the only way to do that is to let go of what's out here. Close your eyes and go inside and use your internal vision, internal listening. Listen inside in stillness and observe how your body is telling you what it is thinking about this new information, not the mind, not what's going on up here, because we have programming that's already going on up here. And so the mind will take over and the body may begin to react, and we'll be like, why am I feeling panicking? Or why do I feel such anxiety? Or I don't know why I'm so angry. When we take this moment to listen and discern, okay, how is my body responding? If you can pay attention to that first, get your body in alignment. We're going to talk more about that topic in future podcasts, but for now, train your ability to discern. And that takes awareness, and it takes time. And this is a good thing, because a lot of times when we're reacting and making decisions, later on we look back and, wow, I should have taken more time before making that decision. Have you ever done that? Yeah, me too. So this is an opportunity to begin to train yourself, because what's going on in the world right now, it's taking our focus, attention, and awareness away. It's causing us to move off the mark of what we're here to do. And if you follow Heartfelt Awakening, you're here to make changes and transformations here first, because it has to start with you first, and it must start with you. So with that, I have a quick announcement. Our platform, our podcast platform, allows you to leave voice messages now. We'll leave a link to that in the comments. So if you'd like to leave a voice message about what you're hearing, what you like, what you would like more of. We want to hear from you. So we'll leave that link. And I also wanted to let you know, I am going to be doing a 3D speaking engagement, a live event. Oh my gosh. I am going to be presenting and giving a workshop at the Dowsers, the American Dowser Society, at Plymouth University in New Hampshire this June. So if you want to check it out, we're going to leave information for that as well in the description. So with that, I want to hear from you. How are you building your muscle of discernment? How do you know what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're taking in, that information? How do you know it's truth for you? I want to hear from you. And in the meantime, keep being amazing.